Welcome back, artists. November 1st and 2nd is Day of the Dead. To celebrate, this week we're going to be making Day of the Dead collages. So you're going to need different colored construction paper, a pencil to trace out, glue, and scissors. If you want to draw your face instead, feel free to get your drawing supplies and add drawing into it as well. Let's go ahead and get started on these Day of the Dead sugar skull collages. So I brought a sugar skull to show you the inspiration. These are often used to decorate ofrendas on Day of the Dead, and you can see they have a lot of color and design to them, and this is made all out of sugar. So we're going to be using paper for ours, but I'm going to show you the first step, which is going to be to make this background. So you're going to need 2 sheets of construction paper. I'm going to choose black for the background, which is the orange on this one. And then we're going to make this cutout piece, or papel picado, pierced paper, which is used for banners for decoration. So what you're gonna need for that is your second color to lay over top, which I'm going to use green again. And to make this, I'm going to just take my paper and fold it in half several times. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm gonna fold it in half. Once you get that one, I want you to fold it in half again. And then one last time again, side to side. Okay, so now you're gonna draw shapes going all along the border. And from this one, I use square shapes. You can also cut out rounded shapes if you want. So I kind of sketched those out already. You do want them to go around every side. And then I'm gonna speed this up while I cut these out. All right, once you finish cutting, it should look something like this, and then we can go ahead and unfold it. And then you'll see that you have an awesome design all over your whole sheet. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna glue this onto my background, and then I'll start working on my skeleton. So you can use glue stick for this or liquid glue, whatever you have. Okay, once you have this part done, you can go ahead and set this aside to dry. We'll come back to it later when we're ready to glue our actual skeleton. Okay, so the next step is get a white piece of paper, and we're gonna draw our skeleton to cut out. So again, I'm gonna draw mine in Sharpie, but you're gonna draw yours in pencil so that you can erase and fix any mistakes. So since these are the same size, I'm going to draw it the size I want it to be on the paper. So I'm going to start at the bottom and draw shoulders. Once you have your shoulders drawn, I'm going to do some vertebrae for the neck. So we're going to make long oval shapes. So I'm going to make a long oval shape here, and then one more. If you want to make the neck longer, you can. And then the last step is to do the head or the skull. So for the shape of it, we're gonna make a small rectangle and then come up into a round dome shape at the top. So go ahead and start with a rectangle shape on the bottom for the jaw. And now I'm going to go out on each side. So kind of where your cheekbones go, going up to your head. And then we're going to complete the top with a round shape for the skull. Okay, perfect. Once you get your skeleton all drawn up, we can go ahead and cut this out. So I'm gonna speed this up while I cut mine out. Okay, great. Once you have all your pieces cut out, we can go ahead and get started getting some decorations made for the outfit. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna take the shoulders and then choose what color you want the shirt to be if you'd like to put a shirt on this skeleton. So I'm gonna go ahead and use orange for the shirt. So I'm gonna grab an orange piece of paper, and I'm actually gonna trace this piece so that later I can just cut it out, cut the V out and have the same exact shape as the shoulders. So go ahead and trace this on the color you want the shirt to be. Also, feel free to just draw on the shirt if you would like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut a V out of this where the neckline will go. Okay, perfect. So now I have that. I can go ahead and glue down the shirt over the shoulders, and we can go ahead and start putting this back onto our background. So first step, I'm gonna glue my shoulders down to the background. Put them right at the bottom where I had cut them out earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and take my shirt or my sweater and glue that over the shoulders. And then next I'm gonna add the 2 neck vertebrae. And then last I'm gonna glue my head down. Okay, awesome work, artists. The next step is just gonna be to add the facial features and any other decorations you want. So I'm gonna get a black piece of paper. Again, if you wanna use Sharpie on this part or something else drawing wise, that's fine. Now we do want our eyes to match, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold my paper in half. And then I'm gonna draw just a big circle. It's gonna be hard to see on the black paper, but if you cut it out too big, just trim it a little bit smaller. With my paper folded, you guys know now I'll have 2 matching ones, so I'm gonna cut that eye out. Okay, I'm gonna take my 2 eyes and glue those down. I'm gonna space them out a little bit because I'm gonna put the flower petals going around them. Okay, for the nose, we're gonna do almost like an upside down heart shape. So I'm gonna draw, and again, it's gonna be hard to see on the black paper. Let me see. So you can kind of see the shape. It's almost like a upside down U or V, and then just come in for another little arch at the bottom. So I'll unfold it because I do only need one of these. Okay, we can go ahead and glue our nose down. And then the next step is the mouth. So this is just gonna be 3 small rectangles and then a longer one. So for this, I'm just gonna go down the ledge of the paper and cut out a long strip and then cut it into pieces. Okay, so I have my long strip. I'm gonna cut it the length I want and then add the teeth going across. Okay, so I have my mouth, and then you can add your decorations. So you can add hair, you can add, I put a necklace and earrings on this one. On the one I'm making today, I'm going to add a little hat too. So I kind of sketched that out already. And then you can proceed to decorate. So I'm gonna add some of the flower petal shapes around the eye, and I'm gonna speed up while I finish my decorations. Okay, I hope you guys had fun making these Day of the Dead sugar skulls. We'll see you back next week for another art project. Bye.